Morning, Chris, or good evening, or good day. Good evening.
Oh, very, very good evening. How are you?
I'm almost awake. So this is the
Almost
very
awake.
first, almost awake. You get the pleasure of doing the very first morning AITA. So I don't know.
That's good because I'm at the time I'm at. I'm almost asleep. So gradually you're going to wake up and I'll go to sleep, and by the end of the show, I'll be where you're at and you'll be where I'm at.
Yeah, it's true, but we're going half-ass our way through the assholes. You know that, right? Because you'll have to sleep. We'll both have to sleep.
Who wants to do stuff properly? I mean, that's just boring.
Well, not me, that's for sure. Have you seen these streams? I don't do anything properly. No,
I have seen these streams. That's why I started drinking 2 hours ago.
I don't know. You think you're ready then? Are you ready?
Oh, I was born ready. Don't you worry.
I don't know. This is like, is it good advertising when you say you have to start drinking to come on my show 2 hours before? I don't know.
Well, in all fairness, I start drinking 3 hours before my show, so your show is going to be relatively easy in comparison. So,
oh my, I'm flattered. Then look at that. You're flattered. You kept your senses a little bit for me.
What can I say? Is that legendary Aussie charm?
It is. Oh, well, Aussie charm is quite legendary. I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look, and you know what? I'm proud to say that us Aussie blokes are the ones who started the rumour about Aussie charm, and everyone's been going with it ever since. Great. We've shipped out 1,000 Hemsworths to you, Russell Crowe. It's all fun.
This is true. And you know what? I have to say, it's that Aussie charm. They're so damn humble. They are. They're so humble.
We are so very humble. We are so very meek and mild. No egos whatsoever here. No.
Now you just outright lying to me. You need to knock it off.
No, we don't lie. You see, we're very honest down here. We don't have a choice. We've got to be honest because otherwise the drop bears will come and get us.
That's it. You're making me stutter. Don't bring those damn drop bears here. Now this is not. Well, you know what? Just for that, I'm gonna make you. We're gonna read the AIT. We're gonna start right now.
Ooh, look out! Look out! Here we go.
You take that drop bear back.
Okay.
I know, Fred. Okay. I hope that you're all ready. I'm going to read the first one. It's a little different. I hope you guys can see it. Everyone was asking that if they could see these a little easier. So I hope you can read along, but I'm just going to read it, Chris, and we'll decide if this person is an arsehole and what's going on. All right. So
sounds good to me.
You need to refresh your drink. Here we go.
Oh, don't worry. I've got it all ready to keep coming.
Oh, good. So all nice and blue. Here we go. Would I be the asshole if I told my boyfriend his new religion is actually a cult?
Depends if it's Buddhism or not. Buddhism is a cult. Just going to put that out there. Buddhism is a cult. For those of you in the chat who are Buddhists, it's a cult.
Okay. You are just confirming that Jay is going to be the very next AITA on here. He's not letting you get away with this shit.
Oh, no, I'll make that easy. Yes, Jay is the arsehole. Jay is the arsehole. Everyone who's in the chat who doesn't know who Jay is, at the Nevermore Tavern, you'll see him waffling on in there. He's the arsehole. He's trying to steal my channel. So just give him hell in the chat.
I don't know. Poor Jay. Don't give him hell, people. No, let's stay. Listen. I seen how bad this channel stealing goes. Let's all stay the fuck out of it, okay? Like, chat, please, people. Let's stay out of it. Let them fight amongst themselves. Don't get involved, please. Just stop right there.
Love you, Jay.
Okay. Jay, I'm not playing favorites, okay? I'm going to give you a fair shot. Don't worry. Throwaway account. This guy's throwing away the account, okay? Because he doesn't want him seeing this. It's a good idea. Like, you shouldn't go on another channel and start dishing your partner right off the bat. But hey, that's just my opinion. My boyfriend was discovered a new belief or religion. He has always been critical of organized religions and didn't believe much of anything. He was on YouTube one day and came across a new age thing. I don't want to say the name because I don't want the attention of its followers. It kind of incorporates all religions with aliens and different dimensions. I've been supportive of it, but some of the things that are said sound kind of anti-Semitic and just low-key racist. I've tried lightly bringing up any criticism towards it, and he gets very upset. And I feel bad because he's never believed in anything before. I just saw some posts on here and a few videos online that have led me to believe that this is a cult by a random guy. Anyway, would I be the asshole if I told him this is a cult of some kind?
I'm going to go with. Oh, sorry. Huh?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I'm going to say not the asshole.
No.
I'm thinking it's if you're in a relationship and you would hope that you can be honest with the other person. And if they're going into something that you think is a cult, well, I think you would say, hey, I think this is a cult. Now, if they choose to continue or do whatever they do, then good luck to them.
This is true. Like, if you're their friend and you care about them, you're gonna mention it before they get taken away in a little white jacket or something. I mean, I would.
I think I'd rather people be honest with me, and I like to think I'm pretty honest with my friends and family. And if one of them was going down a bit of a rabbit hole, I'd probably let them know.
It is, but it's touchy, right? I mean, it's like religion and politics are really touchy when you talk to family and friends because people like draw lines. It's very personal. It's
You're talking to someone who's studied both theology and politics at university, so I'm just like a glutton for punishment on those two. But
I know. But preaching to the choir, am I?
Big time. Big time. But look, I mean, if it was just like if they've joined the Mormons or something like that, then okay, maybe it's a little bit of an arsehole move if it's something mainstream to say you're in a cult. But if we're talking, aliens and extra dimensions and all that weird kind of stuff, then it's started by one guy. Then actually, that might be Mormonism. So, that's confusing.
Do they? Wait a minute, aliens and Mormonism? This is new to me.
Yeah. They believe that God lives on a space station orbiting the planet Kolob. So, there's all weird kind of shit in Mormonism.
I learned something new every day. I did not know that. Like
they also wear magical underwear.
Chris, you drop bearing me again. God damn it!
I am absolutely not. I can actually back this one up. Mormons wear magical underwear to the point where, if like some of them are so serious about it that they will hold their underwear in one hand while they are taking a shower, so their magical underwear never leaves them.
Oh my God! I need documentation. Send me an article. I need. This is
100%. I can do that. And look, it's people in the chat. Check it out. Yeah, just Google Mormon magical underwear, and I shit you not. But no, look, if it's a mainstream religion that is well known, then maybe you take it with a grain of salt and just sort of say, hey, it's good for you, but just keep an open mind. But if it's like, the aliens are coming and we all need to drink the Kool-Aid, I'd probably be calling that
yeah.
out.
We know how that ends up. Really, you don't end up on the good end of that one. No, not at all. No, I agree with you. I don't think he's an asshole, because I think I would mention it to my friend too. You take the risk when you care about people, right? Like if
Absolutely.
they're friend. Yeah.
100%. Now, if you want, I can share the screen with you and I will show you what the magical Mormon underwear looks like.
Go ahead. I think the chat would appreciate that. Go right ahead. There you go. Let me just, okay.
It's genuinely not exciting looking underwear, but this is magical Mormon underwear.
That is not a magical moment.
That is Mormon. That is the Mormon magical underwear. I kid you not.
Oh my God! All right.
Yeah, it's the Mormons are the religion that they just keep on giving.
Oh my God!
But yeah, that's Mormon magical underwear.
I must say I'm stunned, because there's nothing magical about that underwear. To tell you the truth.
I mean, it could at least be something a bit lacy, or that. I mean, that just looks like very sensible looking underwear. Which, to be fair, that's probably what the Mormons are into.
It probably is. It did look very white, but then they hold it outside the shower. Like, that's like a little much.
Yeah. Like some of them will legitimately, because they can never be apart from it, because it's like their Ephesians armor of Christ. It's their breastplate of faith. So they will literally, they'll have a shower and have in one hand the magical underwear, wash that side, turn around, and do it with the other.
I don't know. That's fascinating to me. It's these little tidbits. Yeah. This is like, there's so much for me to learn. I don't know. But then again,
well, look, it's what we can do is we'll get a GoFundMe going, and we'll get you some magical Mormon underwear sent out to you.
Oh my God! I don't think my chat would appreciate that for Saturdays. They kind of like Naked Bear. I don't know. It's like,
well, they could be Naked Bear, but they could be magical Mormon underwear bear.
Yeah, but I am like so anti underwear. Like, I'm on the anti group. Like, I'm sorry. And those are not going to persuade me to the other side. I can just tell you that.
No Mormonism for you, I guess. You won't get your own planet, and no visits to the space station orbiting the planet Kolob for you.
Well, this is good. Feet planted firmly on the ground, a lack of wanting to wear magical underwear. These are all good things. This is probably why I'm an atheist, and I didn't even know. These are really good.
There we go.
There you go. We'll put them over there in my category, right over there. I'm adding them to the list right now. But
incidentally, I'm noticing there's a few Aussies in the chat tonight. So a big g'day to all the Aussies.
Yep, there is. There are. I do see quite a few from. Thank you guys for following Chris over here. I don't know.
Incidentally, anyone who's followed me over here and hasn't hit the subscribe button on this channel, hit the subscribe button, because it's really cool content. It is a hell of a lot of fun.
Oh,
and just hit it. And Darth Dawkins, if you're there, give us a thumbs down so we know you're okay.
Hey, Darth, if you're there, hit me up in my DMs, man. I want to do an AITA with Darth Dawkins. I think that would be the funniest
you know what?
shit
ever. We can arrange that. We can make that happen.
Oh, yeah? You tell him to hit my DMs. That would be so cool, because he's just so rude. He'd be perfect for the asshole show. He definitely would.
Well, it's Am I the Asshole featuring Darth Dawkins? The answer is yes.
Yes, exactly. But can he identify other assholes? Does he have a good asshole indicator? Like,
Well, you know what? I like to think it takes one to know one, which is why I've got a pretty good asshole radar. But
that's why this is called Two Assholes That Read the Asshole Threads, because usually everybody we just get to be assholes. It's the best way to start your day. It is,
boring. Otherwise, if I want to be boring, I'll go and buy some magical underwear.
This is true. You're really pushing that magical. I think you're a little freaky pushing that magical underwear there, Chris.
We all have our kinks, don't we?
We do. I think you just inspired me. I'm just gonna have to do an underwear segment on Saturday Night's Mayhem. We're gonna have to
look out.
Hold up.
Look out.
Yeah, could be a whole.
People think?
You they don't know what to think usually when they're there for mayhem. I don't know. You've caught a few you've caught a few minutes of mayhem. I believe you've walked in, or what do you call that when you come into a chat and something crazy is going on a few times? It's been a little.
I just call that six pack.
Oh, yeah, that was it. It is like that very much, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Except for actually it's getting bigger. The panel's getting bigger. It used to be just like me and like maybe one or two other people, but now it's like, it could be like 6 or 7 depending on what we're doing. It's pretty good. It does teach you how to handle a crowd. But anyway, chat, we're going to go to the next one after you vote for this. Could you tell us if the OP, the original poster, is the asshole who wants to talk to his friend about his religion being a cult and that maybe it's not a good idea? Since it doesn't really mention any reaction from the friend yet, we don't have anybody else to vote for. So then, of course, number 4 is always yay porn. So it's either 1 and 4, 1, 4, or 1 and 4. And don't forget, if you put 69 in that chat, you better put a phone number. Don't break the rules on the channel, people. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Chris? I think you think he's not an asshole, right?
Oh, definitely not the asshole. No, 100% not the asshole. Although you always want more context, but just based off that, I'm going to go with aliens, extra-dimensional beings. Nah, not the asshole.
Yeah, it was the alien for me. I was telling my friend to run. Like,
yeah. I mean, if it was like, they joined a cult, it's called, like the Baptist Church of Southern Illinois or something, I'd probably go, well, it's a little bit more mainstream than a cult, and maybe you're being a little bit of an asshole. But no, when it comes to aliens and all that kind of shit, no, we're just going to get a cult.
Right.
And if it's not a sex cult, I'll be very surprised.
I would, yeah. Lately, aren't they all turning into sex cults, though? I mean, seriously.
Only the good ones. Only the good ones.
Right. Well, Ted is telling him that his best friend had magical socks. When he took them off, everyone in the room disappeared. That's pretty good, Ted. That's pretty good.
We all have a friend with that problem.
At least it was only his socks. I mean, if it's everything else, that would be like, pretty bad. But it seems like it.
You can leave your hat on. You can leave your socks on. It all works.
It actually does.
Incidentally, I just want to say, if it ever sounds like I'm talking over Claire, I promise I'm not. Because I'm on the other side of the planet, there's about a 2-second delay. So sometimes we'll both start talking at the same time.
Yes, I've noticed that I do that also because I just talk too much in general, Chris. So it'll never be your fault anyway. So don't worry.
Look, to be honest, that's just the excuse I make so I can talk over people.
Oh.
Yeah, don't tell anyone, especially that Jay guy.
Oh, stop trying to turn me against Jay. Stop it now. Stop. He's pretty cool. It's like, stop. I'm sticking up for you, Jay, because I'm like being a PR person. I want to get you on my channel and give you a fair shot.
Spend time with Jay. He'll turn you against him.
No. Now, Chris, that's exactly what they told me.
Just for anyone who is confused out there, I love Jay. Jay is my co-host on my channel, and we like to. There's an Aussie tradition called hanging shit on your mates, which is basically where the more we like you, the more we torment you. So if I'm tormenting Jay, it's because I really like him.
Same thing here in America. We trash talk our friends the most, right, Nikki? You're going to put up hashtags about everything I say all over that chat, aren't you? Because that's what we do. It's what we do. We torture the people we like the most.
Absolutely.
It's human nature. I'm sure they do it in the UK too. I'm getting razzed all the time.
They're very boring in the UK. Very boring.
No, wow, you're gonna get some flack for that one. There's
nothing but tea and bad beer.
You're gonna get it. I'm gonna sit back and watch. Okay. Verillion says, I'm all for joining an alien cult because F these humans. I'm with you, but
yeah, that's all right.
I would like to get the sightseeing tour of the aliens and all of that, and see what's going on. But I don't know. Sometimes the devil, is better. Yeah. But sometimes.
As long as it's the devil.
As long as it's, yeah, I mean, not the other one. Because you know what? At least, here's my theory on that. Not that you asked, but I'll tell you anyway. My theory on that is, at least he's as advertised. You know what I mean? I mean, the devil is as advertised. You know what you're going to get. Not all
he never lies. In the Bible, I mean, they call him the deceiver. Yeah, they call him all kinds of nasty names, but he never tells a fib.
Nope.
Got to give him credit.
Yeah, that's it.
He's the good guy in that fictional story.
Mm-hmm. He's as advertised, so you can't really hold him like. Belinda says, I thought the panel dude sounded like he was from Oz. He is. He's Aussie. He's from Oz for sure.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Absolutely.
It is a real place. It does exist. It's true.
It is, unless you're a flat earther, and then you like got some conflict there. But
well, flat earthers they're a special breed.
Oh boy, how do we go?
Special breed.
Oh my God, how do you know what? Once you start that conversation, how the hell do we get back from that, Chris? I'm just gonna have to
how do we get back from flat Earth? By just admitting it's true. You know, it is. It's all a big conspiracy. Here in Australia, we're orchestrating the whole thing. We're not really in Australia. We're actually in a bunker in Colorado. So we shine the moon up and the sun. It's all holograms, and it's all a big NASA trick.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Gotta move to the next one now. That's how you get out of it. Because I'm so glad I'm an avatar right now because I'm crying. I'm literally crying.
Even Lucy Lou in the chat said next story.
Yeah, next story, please. Okay, here we go.
Well, what I'd say to Lucy Lou is next whiskey.
There you go. There you go. All right. For this one is a little longer, Chris. Oh, just stay awake with me here. Okay.
All right, I'm with you.
All right. Am I the asshole for making a scene of my adult son and sticking my nose in his marriage?
I'm going to go with a preemptive yes, but we'll listen to it.
I knew you were going to do that. Okay. I'm 60 and bad with the whole text thing on mobile, so I'm hoping I won't be judged on my grammar.
Oh, hang on. Can I just say this? Yeah. Okay, boomer.
Yeah, okay, boomer, you can. And also, I was going to say, yes, you will be judged because I judge grammar all the time. It's like, it's just going to happen. Absolutely. Here's the important background. My daughter-in-law is 32 and my son's 33. They have 3 children, 3 years to 2 years and 4 months. He convinced her to be a stay-at-home mom and sell her business by telling her how good of a childhood he had and how happy my marriage was without telling her, which I today found out, that our arrangement was everything before 9 a.m. and after p.m. was split 50-50. Sunday was my day off and I was brought out twice a week. On to the story.
Hey, what does he mean by he was brought out twice a week?
I think she means that they went out to dinner or to a movie or something like that.
Okay.
When I read it, I was trying to figure out where they were from by the way they structured this language, but I really couldn't do it.
I'm just going to say that he got the first part right. He is bad with the whole text on mobiles and grammar.
Yeah. It's the mother-in-law. No, it's the mother of the son who's writing it, and it's going to be. Oh, you'll see. It gets a little interesting here. On to the story. On my last visit, I noticed my daughter-in-law was struggling mentally. So I and my sister, who's 55, and her girlfriend, who's 53, pulled our money together and paid for a spa weekend for them while we babysat for the kids for her birthday last weekend. I was preparing on Thursday evening for the kids to arrive when my daughter-in-law rang me holding back tears, saying they won't be going because my son's friend came to town and he said he wanted to spend the weekend with his friends catching up. I pressed her a little, and I'm talking a little about her situation, and she came clean about him doing no chores, no date nights, and her basically doing all of the childcare because that's what stay-at-home moms do. And I was honestly disgusted. I convinced her to drop me off the kids and bring a friend to the spa. I even dipped into my savings to give her 500. I don't know what that is. That is euro. So I'm trying to figure out where she's from, but to buy herself something nice. When she dropped me off the kids, I begged her to tell me where my son was. After 5 minutes, she told me the bar. She left for the spa while I left for the bar. She knew I was going there and knew my sister and my sister-in-law were taking care of the kids. Here's where I might be the asshole. I went to the bar where he was and his friends were, and I sat down next to the group and asked my son, did I fail you as a mother, or was it your father? Because we both thought your partner comes before your silly drunk friends. The post is getting long enough, but long story short, I humiliated him and got myself banned from the bar. My daughter-in-law said she will be taking the kids to her parents when she gets back tomorrow, and my son is calling me an asshole for humiliating him and sticking my nose in his marriage. Maybe I should have stayed out of it. I don't know.
See, I think this is a clear case of arsehole breeding arsehole. Yeah, she is the arsehole for sticking her nose in, but her son is the arsehole as well.
he's a fucking asshole for sure. But
there's no two ways. Well, I mean, we don't know the context, and you don't know. I mean, maybe the marriage is going a little bit south. If the daughter-in-law is depressed, maybe things aren't going as well as they would have hoped, and they're on the rocks, and that's why he needed a night out with his friends to work it out. But no, I'm thinking she is the arsehole.
It could be. You never want your mother-in-law, if I was the daughter-in-law, you never want your mother-in-law sticking her nose, in anything. And even if it was my mother, I wouldn't want my mother sticking her nose in my marriage either.
No, if my mother did that, I would be absolutely furious.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's lying about his childhood to his wife, and his mother just found out about it. Like, she knows it wasn't like that. She knows that his father helped and believed in some kind of equality. And unfortunately, all right, I'm just going to say it. Don't hate me, people, but I can't help it. It falls out of my mouth sometimes about this shit. I don't necessarily think he's being misogynistic, but is that some incel kind of crap that he's pulling? Yeah. And
I think
sit there?
This is a classic case of there's a separation going on. And now I think about it, it sounds like there's a separation going on. And she's doing the whole, he never does anything. He's this, he's that. He's a horrible person. He's gone out with his friends. Because, I mean, if I had a weekend away at a spa, paid for with the kids being looked after, let me assure you, I love my kids. I am at that spa.
Yeah.
And it's got to be pretty bad for me not to be.
Yeah, and not worried about whether he's going or not. But Belinda Paul says, here's where I might be the asshole. Kind of think it started a bit before that. Actually, you're not, because as you can hear, Chris and I are thinking the same thing, that there's something else going on, actually. More than this.
I mean, we're reading into this, but I mean...
That's the fun part. Read into it.
She shouldn't be sticking her nose into it. No. And look, if she's got a concern, well, what she should be doing is giving her son a call and saying, "Hey, can we catch up? I'm a little bit concerned about this." Not rocking up into a bar and going, "Was it me or your father that failed you?" Like something.
I know that was a bit much.
That ultimately gets her kicked out of a bar. So that's not just her saying that she's just gone up and quietly said these words. She's obviously gone and made the scene. So yeah, I'm going completely the asshole.
Yeah, she got banned. So I'm wondering how else that conversation went. Like, I want to know the rest of it because I'm that asshole. Like,
that being said, it's pretty hard to get banned from a pub in Australia. I don't know how it is in the rest of the world, but if it was here, I mean, you've really got to put on a scene.
Yeah. Chad says she likes the mother, but it's not her business. And a lot of people are saying, oh, even Brilliant, if I said that correctly, he likes the mother. They like the mother too. But the daughter-in-law is an asshole because she's a snitch. Yes.
Now, you should not. I just saw that the Nevermore Tavern voted for. What does that mean?
That's yay porn always.
Because I'm voting the opposite.
You're not going to vote for porn? Chris, Chris.
I can't agree with anything that Jay says.
Yeah, but that's a perfect example of like cutting your nose off to spite your face. Do you have that saying in Australia? Because
yes, we do. Yes, we
that.
do.
Well, here you go. If you don't vote for, like, if you're gonna vote against,
fine.
because
okay, fine.
unfortunately,
you've got me on a Unity ticket for porn. Fine.
I know, no, it is because the Nevermore Jay is quite clever here. He has preemptively put you in a spot where if you just do the opposite of him, you're going to look like the asshole.
This is what Jay does, and this is why Jay's the asshole. Because he does. He's always trying to trick me and trap me, and it's you Americans. You can't let us Aussies win anything, can you?
No, well, we can bring the asshole out in anybody. I can tell you that because we're just so bad. I can just tell you that it's a true American.
We do it as well. We're just a lot more subtle about it.
Yeah, well, there's nothing subtle about an American. Everybody knows that. I mean, I can own that as an American. We're just young, brash, arrogant. Occasionally ignorant about shit. But hey, we're young. We're growing. You got to.
Well, you're older than us.
Could be.
The only reason that Australia was actually they sent the convicts to Australia was because you lot had a revolution and threw the British out. 1776, you guys become a nation. 1788, the first convicts arrive in Australia.
Oh, there you go. All right, so you're actually more of an asshole, ruder, more arrogant than we are.
See, if there hadn't been the American War of Independence, I'd probably be living in Missouri or something right now.
Well, you'd fit right in. You'd fit.
I don't know. I've heard things about Missouri. I don't know.
Oh, so then you got that. So okay.
Oh yeah. We have enough American pop culture here. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone in this story is an asshole except the kids, probably. Yeah, I vote the kids are probably not an asshole. Brenda, I agree. Belinda, I agree with you.
But the odds are, with their lineage, they're going to grow up to be assholes.
They don't really have much of a shot, do they? With mom, dad, and grandma being on the asshole thing. The only one who didn't weigh in was dad. I wonder what he had to say about this. But it was if it was my son, I would have gotten banned.
He might have been at the bar as well.
Yeah, but he didn't say anything, so that would make him an asshole.
Yeah, possible.
This is the key right here, Jay. Look, Jay's making sense. Now, I'm going to give him credit for this, Chris, so behave yourself. Because he says her concern about it is okay, but the way she went about it makes her an asshole. I agree. I'm sorry, Chris, but your partner, now I see, you need a smart, sensible partner like that on your channel.
I agree. I do need a smart, sensible partner on my channel. I am currently looking for people, so if anyone makes the job, just send me an email because that Jay guy is definitely not going to work out.
Oh, sorry, Jay. I left the door open and out he went.
Look, it's you put your hands up. I took the shot. It was there. I had no choice. It's not my fault.
I should know better. I really should. I mean, I have a little bit of experience from being on Six Pack. I really should have known better. Sorry, Jay.
Oh, well, hey, you got your second run this week. I mean, you're coming back for more. I mean, you are a glutton for punishment. Well,
I told you, we're just young, arrogant, brash Americans. What do you say? We just think, what do you think? I just don't know any better. I
I promise we have nothing planned for you this week.
Yeah. Oh my God. Should I be worried, Jay? I mean, come on. All right.
Me and Jay will be on a Unity ticket for this. Yes, you should be worried. You should be very worried.
I'm gonna have to ask my channel advisor what I should do. You shouldn't do that. I mean, you've seen my show, right? Like I can take it. I got the pretty thick skin. Like
look, the trick is just start drinking well before.
But it's 8 a.m. in the morning for me. I don't know. I have to get up at 6 and start drinking together.
No, hell no, all nighter.
Oh no.
Sleep is for the weak.
No, I assure you, the last thing that you want is to request a punchy bear, like a tired, cranky, punchy bear who's been drinking on your show. No, you don't want that. I mean, have you seen the last like half hours of mayhem? They're like, oh no, you don't.
I'm just thinking this could be a beautiful thing.
You think? I don't know. I don't know. I could get your channel banned, Chris. I mean, it's like,
well, you know what? It's between you, Jay, and Jen, it's going to happen anyway.
Well, if Jen was there too, it would definitely, because like she gets me going. She definitely gets me going.
Thank goodness I have Jade on the channel, who is the keeper of peace, and Ed, who is the calmest man in the world.
Ed?
Yeah, I know. I heard it too.
I know. Wait a minute. You're confusing me now. You see, like, because it's like, oh my God. Now you just drop bed me again. This is a saying now. In my culture, this is a saying when I get drop bed. Yeah, I'm always referring to you.
Yeah, I did drop bear you with the Ed thing.
You did. You really tried. You
it's
you
true.
Really did.
Yeah, I did.
You did. I know. It was so. I didn't know what to do. Actually, I was stunned.
It almost worked.
It almost worked. I looked at Jeff, and he was rolling his eyeballs, so I knew. But he was playing it straight, so I played it straight too. It's like he would just roll his eyeballs, like, here we go again with this damn drop bear shit. I was like, okay, I think so. Okay. Yep. Yeah. But
incidentally, for anyone who's in the chat, drop bears are really, really scary.
They are not.
See, the problem is, I think the Americans and English have now gotten onto it. So really, the only hope we have is the Chinese tourists that we can tell.
Exactly.
About the drop bears.
That's it. My chat is not going to fall for it. My chat is not going to fall for it. First of all, a lot of them in there are from your chat, so they know better. And I assure you that my chat is not going to fall for that drop bear shit.
See, I've desensitized my people.
Yeah, they're awake. This is not the middle of the night for them. My chat, some of my chat, like they're. So
that works.
So all right. So let's vote. Okay, this one's going to be interesting because it's going to be a lot to vote for. So if you vote, who is the asshole? Number one's going to be the operator, which would be the mother who embarrassed his son. Number two would be the son, who's got a little bit of going on there, but we don't know the whole story. Looks like it could be a little bit of a problem.
I'm thinking it's a 12. It's a 1 and
number
2.
3. And a 3, it could be. 3 would be the daughter-in-law, because like Belinda says, she's a bit of a snitch, running to the mother-in-law with all this stuff instead of dealing with her problems directly with her husband. Okay.
So which one was porn again? I'm just going to vote
for 4. 4 is always yay porn. And 5 is everybody. Like, it's just everybody's an asshole, for 5. Yeah. So there you go.
That works.
It's like
and 6 is everyone's an asshole, but they're all watching porn.
Well, there you go. You just gave a new category. That's brilliant. Thank you. That's a good one. 6 could be
we
everybody's an arsehole. You invented porn? No.
Oh, we invent everything.
No, oh no, that's the English. I hang out with a lot of English people. They say the same thing. I'm thoroughly convinced it's the English right now. It's going to take you a lot to convince me.
You know what? There is an answer in history for this. There is an answer in history for this.
Yeah.
Some of the oldest artwork that we have is of we'll say drawings or paintings of nudity on walls, and that is how they display that this is the house to come to if you want a little bit of this.
I'm not convinced.
No, it's true. It's actually true. As a historian, I can genuinely tell you that.
That's
you'll find
definitely
it
true.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll find it, especially ancient Rome. The ancient Romans, you will find quite a bit of it.
Cool. All right. I'm going to believe you.
Not many would, but it's good that you do.
It is because I did tell you before how naive I was, right? So I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to give you the benefit of a doubt, because the Nevermore one said, I thought this was going to be about duck porn, but you have this wannabe Russell Crowe on. A wannabe Russell Crowe. You're going to let him get away with that? I don't know.
Well, he's just quoting Darth Dawkins.
Is he? Did he call you a wannabe? I
No,
missed that.
sorry, no. Darth Dawkins called me a dopey-looking Russell Crowe. So he not only tried to insult me, but paid me a compliment of saying that I looked like one of the most, buff, famous actors in the world. So, thanks, Darth.
Oh my God. Thanks, Darth. That's good.
Thanks, Darth.
That's
yeah,
good. Yeah, Darth is good content. I gotta tell you,
Darth is sensational content.
he is definitely good content.
He is the gift that keeps on giving.
You want to hear? You want to hear how naive I am?
I'd love to.
Okay, when I first went to your channel and I was just in the chat and I was like watching stuff, like I was gonna start talking to Darth. I thought it was Darth. I was really gonna start having a conversation with them, and everybody was like, "No, you don't want to talk to Darth. Darth is rude." And I'm like, "No, like really, like what's the big deal? It's just." But then I was watching the chat, and he's really an arsehole. Like I'm glad I didn't, because I don't know, it would have went on and on and on and on.
But he is a special creature.
Yeah, but that's how naive I was. Like, oh, Darth can't be that bad. He's just misunderstood. Yeah, Darth is just misunderstood.
Darth can absolutely be that bad.
It looks like everybody is kind of on the same track with us as far as the voting goes. It looks like everybody's an asshole and everybody should watch porn. Well, I agree with all this. They're either watching porn or yaying porn. I agree with this. And they're all assholes.
Everyone's an asshole watching porn. I mean, I don't see the problem here.
I like Claire because she's a free radical, but the nice kind. Oh, shit. Hey, Chris, your friend's here. Who said my name? I did not.
He follows me everywhere. He's in love with me.
Oh,
seriously!
Fuck off. I'm so sorry.
He's got the biggest man crush on me. I swear. It's and look, I don't blame him. I mean, look, he's only human. I mean, let's be fair.
Are you saying he's here for you and not me? How do you know it's not my adorable? I'm quite a cute bear. Red hair, brown eyes.
Yeah, I know, but I think maybe I don't think you're his type.
I don't know. I got snark for days. I mean, come on. Who could snark better than the bear?
He recently broke up with Atangelo, and he's kind of been on the prowl ever since. So
hey, you know what? I saw that show. I don't blame you, Darth. He was really boring. He was really, really boring. He was so dull. I'm sorry. I don't want to judge him, but I would think you need more waking hours, Darth, and I'm glad you kind of dumped him because
Atangelo. Oh God, where do I start with it? I'll put it this way: Atangelo has given me content for a year, just based off that one conversation, because he was on everything. He actually wanted to go down the path of history with me. It's like, you fool! This is
he wants to go down
mine.
Oh, and you got called out for not watching all the videos. I heard that. This is the evidence.
No. Okay, so how's this? He sends me a link and he says, I have this link, and then this link will show you that Noah's Ark was real. Or some shit like that. So he sends me the link. I look at it and I'm just like, okay, I've read it in about 2 seconds. I read quick, but I don't speed read by any means. And I said, okay, I've just had a look at what you've sent me while he was waffling on, and what you've sent me is rubbish. He said, well, you'll need to read it. I'm like, I read it. I just read it. No, it will take you half an hour to read. I was like, no, it won't take half an hour to read. But yeah, anyway, he's given me content for years. Incidentally, it looks like we're going to have him debating a physicist this week, which should just be absolutely humorous.
You're going to have another debate?
Not me, but I'm going to put him in a conversation because he wanted to talk all this scientific stuff, and I'm not a scientist. So I'm going to put him in a room with a scientist.
Who's the lucky scientist?
It's probably going to be Matt. It's probably going to be almost Dr. Matt. I love that guy. Incidentally, anyone who hasn't subscribed to Almost a Doctor,
He's so
please
good.
subscribe. He's the
He's
coolest
so
dude.
good. And he's so nice about it. And he's so well versed in everything that he's talking about. But I can see him holding back from rolling his eyes. He's trying so hard. Like, that cracks me up.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to be there just to watch
He
that.
does very, very well.
I think that would be I think that was going to be excellent. You guys got to watch that. Even if entertainment value, you don't really, if you don't want to learn the other side's argument, because I hate to say it, Chris, but the last two I saw, they didn't really have an argument on the other side. So I didn't learn anything. But
no, you probably learned patience. That's about it.
Well, I learned how to not spit my coffee as much on the laptop while I'm laughing out loud. Control myself.
Hang on. What didn't you spit out? Can you say that again?
Coffee.
Oh my goodness, you say it like Ed as well. Coffee.
Where is Ed from? I'm from the East Coast, so I don't know.
He's from Jersey.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's where it comes from then.
Yeah, absolutely. It's every morning. So every morning, and it's funny here. Lissy Lou, who is in the chat, hello, darling, will come in, and she doesn't ask me if I want a coffee anymore. She'll come in and say, "Honey, do you want a coffee?" And I'll say, "Yeah, can I have a coffee?" Ed has made it a thing.
It is a thing. Every diner, that's exactly how the waitresses talk. That's where we get it from. That's exactly. And you have to put your hand on your hip while you're pouring it, because you're actually, if you're from New Jersey, you're already pouring the coffee because you know what they're going to say before. And if they don't want it, well, then there's something wrong with them. So, like, they're already pouring it when they ask you. So it's.
Over here, we love coffee.
Do you?
Coffee. We love our coffee.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that about Australia.
Oh yeah, it's one of the biggest. So Australians who go over to the US, one of the biggest complaints they've got is they can't get a decent coffee. We've got a massive, complete coffee culture here.
What? You don't grow coffee or anything over there? No.
Oh no, but we import it. We mix it. You cannot go a block without finding a coffee shop. We all have like our own barista style coffee in our houses, and it's coffee is a massive thing. I won't even get going in the morning unless I've had 3 double coffees.
I don't know why, but I have the feeling you're drop bearing me again. I just get this feeling. Is it true? Is it true? I need to hear from another Aussie to tell me that Chris is pulling my leg.
Any Aussie in the chat will confirm this, that we drink a bucket load of coffee.
I mean, here in America, it's a thing. It's definitely a big thing. Same thing.
See, we've had a few sporting people who have gone over to the US, right? and the big thing that they all say is that they miss decent coffee.
Yep. And Sandy said, and they're all infested with drop beers, those coffee shops. So I knew. See,
this is genuinely not a drop beer moment. This is not.
I'm gonna have to reserve judgment on that. I know.
Lucy Lou has confirmed it in the chat. Or we at least have 2 cafes, coffee shops on the block. Okay, I'll put it to you this way. So I used to have a comic shop, right? A comic book shop, and we sold coffee as well.
Yeah, that's common here too. Like, everything's with coffee, Yep.
It's just like there is coffee absolutely everywhere.
Well, we have coffee shops of every type. We have the mass chains, and then we have the smaller independents, and we have a coffee shop and a church every other block, all over the country.
See, we got rid of the churches and replaced them with coffee shops.
So now you have twice as many coffee shops.
When I was at church, every church had a coffee shop in it, and we'd all go for coffee after church because we couldn't go to the pub, so.
Well, that's what Belinda's saying, that she has a very different Australian experience. There, it's beer. Coffee, not so much.
Oh, it's definitely a very different one. It's I I'm telling you now, we have coffee everywhere, and it's we are we're absolute coffee snobs. Like, we are massive coffee snobs here.
Yeah. Belinda wants to know if you've ever been to the United States, because of course there's no way that Australian coffee beats American coffee. And I don't think yeah, there's no way.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Why? Because we have good coffee. We do. We have good coffee.
And look, it's great that you all think that.
Oh, I'm gonna get ready for Friday. It's gonna be the US Aussie Wars on Friday. People show up for 6-pack.
I'll tell you what. I'll organise. I'll get some coffee beans sent across to you, and you'll be the judge.
Oh, but have you had death coffee from Babies in Florida? It's like the best coffee ever. It's like strong. Wait, first, I could settle this argument. How do you drink your coffee, Chris?
Black.
Oh, okay. I can't settle this argument. Oh, damn. All right. Yeah. Yes, because if you don't drink your coffee black, you're not allowed to talk to me about how coffee really is, because you're not drinking coffee. Right. You have to drink it black.
Depending on I mean, look, normally I'm a long black kind of guy. But if it's the right mix, a nice single origin, then I'll have a short black, just for that real nice bitter taste.
Yeah, I like bitter. I do.
Yeah, good short black.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that, Jay. Do you drink coffee or tea? I don't know. Wait, you probably drink tea.
We do have tea as well, but no, we have a lot more coffee.
Okay, all right. I know. Do you have time for one more, or do you have to bust out? Because I know it's late for you.
I've got as much time as you need.
Oh, good, because
I'm having a good time, and I know that I yabber on and kind of distract. So I'm here as long as you want me.
No, what? Be careful. Be careful.
Ooh.
There you go. All right, I'm gonna give you another one then. All right, chat. Here we go. I hope you're ready for this one. Am I the asshole for not wanting my wife to extend vacation with baby for another week without me? My wife is a stay-at-home mom, and I currently work 60 hours a week, although it's normally 40. Our daughter is 8 months old. Her family takes a vacation every year for 2 weeks. I couldn't go and didn't really want my wife to go with the baby this year, but I was being selfish, and we talked about it, and decided she would go with the baby for a week. We are both first-time parents and haven't been away from our daughter for any extended period of time since we brought her home from the hospital. We discussed the vacation, and I explained that 2 weeks is too long for the baby to be away, and that a week seems more appropriate. I already have limited time with the baby due to work, and I want to be able to at least see her for a little bit when I get home. My wife agreed to a week and made arrangements to go with her parents. She asked me to pick her up halfway, which is 4 hours, after the week, and her dad would drive the other half. Well, they got there today, and she complained that the traffic was bad and the drive was a lot, and suggested to just come home with her parents after the 2 weeks. I said no. We made an agreement and a plan, and to just spring this on me now isn't fair. Also, it was the one thing I asked her. Don't take the baby for 2 weeks. She is now mad because she said it was just a suggestion. But I'm mad because I explained that the only condition I had was to be home in a week. I really don't think I'm being unreasonable. I can't even take a vacation. And I'm going to spend my 1 day off driving a total of 8 hours to pick them up. So just wanted to see if I am in the wrong and just don't see it, or am I being reasonable here?
Oh, you know what? My heart is saying not the asshole, because he wants. This is the opposite from the last one. He wants to spend time with his wife and kids. Child. He's excited about that. So I can see that. I can also understand that if she's sort of stuck, well, maybe he drives the 8 hours, but instead of driving the 8 hours, why doesn't he drive the 8 hours, stay a day or two, and then go back?
That's what I was thinking, and like maybe he should try to work it out.
Yeah.
But I'm a little torn on this, and this happens to me often. I often say I'm a fence sitter. I got that stick right up my ass because I don't want to make a decision either way. And in this case, it is because I think he's being a little selfish because she is the primary caretaker, and it's only 2 weeks with her parents, and she gets a break too. It's not really her fault he doesn't get to take the vacation that they may have planned because work has picked up. Sometimes adult things happen. I understand his point too, and I'm really impressed that as a young father, he wants to spend the time with the baby because he's right. If it's only 8 months old, a week is a long time not to see your child. They change so much in a week at that age. I kind of get it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I've got 3 kids, and every time that they're going away to a grandparent's place or something like that, I'm really, really excited. And it's just like, a bit of peace and quiet. But then after about a day, it's just like, no, I need them back. Where are they? Where are they? I need my little humans.
Right. I could see that he would be lonely. He's working really hard, and, I get it. I kind of get both sides. And then I had this discussion because I often read these to see if they're appropriate for the show and to find out if there's more conflict and, or if it's going to play well. And I talked to someone and they brought up a good point that those 2 weeks that she spends with her parents, she's learning. She's a new mom too. She's going to learn all kinds of things about being a parent that you don't get to use, do unless you're with people that were caretakers and all like that. And she's going to learn, some tricks and stuff and get some help, and some advice.
It's probably also a break for her. And that's the other thing. I mean, if you take a baby, especially a young baby, to a place where there's a lot of family around, that's it. You don't see the baby for the rest of that trip. Because everyone's hugging the baby, everyone's look at this little cute thing. It's and that's a wonderful thing. But it's probably a break for her at the same time. But here's the alternative, and why didn't they think of this? Well, leave the baby there, and she can come back.
Oh, and then they've got private time for a week. Absolutely. That's even better. See, now you're thinking like, that's how. That's
he goes and spends a couple of days up there while her parents look after the little one.
Well,
and it's like doing a holiday, which when you've got a newborn, I mean, that is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, you know what? I think if that was an option, he would have done that, because I think what it really is that he's pissed because he can't get any time off, like he can't join them. And here's the thing: they had a good conversation about it before she left. They had a conversation. He expressed his concerns. She said she wanted to go. They compromised, didn't they? They communicated in compromise, which is what I say on all of these AITAs all the time, that is what's usually missing. And in this case, they actually did it. But then when she got down there, she says she made the suggestion that she just stay because of the traffic or whatever. And maybe dad said something about, I really don't want to deal with this, and didn't want to take her halfway or whatever. We don't know. It wasn't in the context of it, but she did say it was only a suggestion, but then he still got mad because she brought it up. Like, no, I don't think he should get mad because she brought it up, because it really didn't sound like she was going to stay after he said no, but it's really kind of hard.
It could also be a little bit of, because after one day, there could also be a little bit of pressure from the parents. It sounds like there's a little bit more going on behind the scenes. So I'm going to vote for, what did we say? 6 was everyone's the asshole and porn. I'm going to go 7. No one's the asshole and porn.
No, that's a new one. Okay, so no one is the asshole because it's just one of those kind of situations that everybody had a point.
And porn.
Yeah. And porn, because there's always yay porn. There's always yay porn. Belinda said that a human grew in her gut and then clawed its way out of the JJ, so he's got to be the asshole. I get that. You know
what? Lissy Lou said that to me 3 times. Usually, as it was occurring, and kind of gave me this look of I freaking hate you and I love you at the same time.
Exactly. It's quite the thing. And I can imagine she said lots because, like, yeah, it's like, but this amazing thing happens after childbirth. Like, you go through all that, the pain, you're cursing, you're yelling, you're carrying on. And then you see the baby and like a hormone thing happens and you forget it all. Because otherwise, no one would ever have a second child.
Actually, the truth is you're not allowed to drink, or you're not meant to drink during your pregnancy, right? So for Lissy Lou, she, especially the first time, it was really tough the first time because when I'd organised this really, young couple living together, and I'd organised this special night, and I had all these really nice soft cheeses, red wine, and I had a night planned of, I'm just going to spoil my wife and romance her and all this wonderful stuff. Anyway, she's come home and we poured the wine and all that, and she said, I need to tell you something. I said, what's that? And she said, I think I might be pregnant. So anyway, she went and got the pregnancy test, did it, and it turns out she was, and it was all happy hugs and all that kind of stuff. And then she realised that the soft cheese and the wine she couldn't drink, and I'm not going to lie, that was a really, really great moment for me.
Because she didn't drink the wine and the cheese, or
it was very good wine.
Oh, and you drank all the wine. You're such a fucking asshole. You could tell your wife I said that too.
The moral of the story is, many months later, let me assure you that when she had that first vodka that she was craving like there was no tomorrow,
I hope you bought her
everything
that
else
wine.
washed away. Sorry?
But when after she had the baby, did you get her the same wine, the very, very good wine for afterwards, so she got to abide? Yeah.
I got her much better wine.
Okay, good. Okay.
I can assure you, I spoiled the shit out of her because she's a wonderful, wonderful woman, and I love her very much.
Oh, that sounds so sweet. Now I'm all gushy. Now I'm almost sorry I called you an asshole. Almost.
Well, no, see, what I'm doing here is I'm being smart, because at the end of this, she's going to walk in and whack me if I haven't said the right thing.
Oh.
Yes. And as she's put in there, yes, sushi. She the second that she could eat sushi, because she loves sushi.
That's a thing. That's a thing. Yeah, definitely. I am with you.
I bought her this really nice Turkish Delight ice creams while she was in hospital. And she, because she was in hospital for about a month before she had our first, and it was a bit of a tough time. But she was stuck in there with some complications. Anyway, I bought her these Turkish Delight ice creams, and she loved them. Anyway, she got the nurses to put them in the fridge or the freezer, because that's what you need to. And the nurses stole them. The nurses ate them on her.
Oh no, that's horrible.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrible. I'm sorry that happened. That's just bad. That's very unprofessional. But it must have been awesome Turkish ice cream if they stole them.
Turkish Delight ice cream is pretty freaking good, so I don't really blame them. But she was pissed. She was pissed. She hadn't had a drop of alcohol or sushi in 8 months. She couldn't eat the soft cheese that night. And that night, I really went. I just planned this. I knew that she'd been working all week, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to spoil her. I'm just going to. I know she likes nice cheeses, nice antipasto platter, really, really nice wine, and kind of went all out on her. And then we've done the cheers. Oh, pregnant, yep, cheers. Oh, and she's sort of taken a sip. And as she's taken the sip, she's kind of taken it down. She said, I'm pregnant, I can't drink. And I'm just like, no, you can't. And, it was just like, this day is just, it's all coming up, Chris.
Chris gets all the platter. He gets all the wine. It's like, oh, Chris.
And because I couldn't waste it, because that would just be wrong.
I know you ate the whole thing, didn't you? And you drank the whole bottle yourself, I'm sure.
Well, I didn't want to leave it there to tempt her.
Oh, so you took one for the team. Oh,
I did. The things I do. I tell her all the time the sacrifices I had to make.
I don't know. This is why the chat has taken over and changed the voting policy. They now put a new number out there. They said 8 for Chris is the asshole and 9 for the asshole nurses. Like they've just run amok over there. It's
No, I'm going to vote 8 as well on that one. So I'll throw an 8 out there.
I'm going to say
I just want you to know that Lissy Lou just walked in and hit me.
Did she? Good. She should, because you ate all that meat yourself. You should have at least took it into the other room. Did you get her anything else that she could eat before you chowed down on the whole thing?
Well, you see, the problem is because I'd been drinking the wine, I couldn't drive anywhere.
Oh, excuses. You do have a phone, right? Man up. Dial takeout. Come on. Hit him again, Lacey. He didn't use his, he's got a big brain. He didn't even use it.
She just hit me again. So she's walked in here. She's giggling in the background. Claire, you've got me in trouble here.
It's okay. Lissy, you are welcome here anytime. We can have our own little...
No, she'll tell you what to think about me. No.
Come on, Lissy. Lissy, my DMs are open. Tell me. I'm going to be there Friday. I need it. Poor Chris. He's getting it on all ends. He's getting it on all ends.
Now people are going to be on Jay's side when he steals my channel from me.
They might. You know what? I don't think you have to worry about that anymore. Jay's teaming up with me. I think we're both going to take. I think we're the new co-host. We're the new host of Six Pack. I think we just took your channel. I think Lissy's.
That means I'm going to come off.
Not really, because you're going to have the kids. Because Lissy's going to join us. Apparently, she thinks.
That'd be about right. That'd be about right. The world's against me. The world's against me.
They're good. I'm good. All right. So they decided on this one that there was no asshole except for Chris and the nurses. Oh, you did yourself in, Chris. It's all your fault.
I think even Darth Dawkins said I was the asshole. So I mean,
but that's nothing new. Darth. I mean, you wouldn't be doing anything right if Darth didn't think you were an asshole. I mean, that's not actually an insult.
That could be my one redeeming quality here. Darth Dawkins doesn't like me, so I must be okay.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Or at least not an asshole. So, well, no.
Well, let's not go that far.
Let's call you a good-natured asshole. How's that? Because
actually, just call me an Aussie. Same thing.
A what?
Aussie.
What?
Aussie.
Does that mean that's not that doesn't mean asshole? That's not. I can't just call no.
You don't know what an Aussie is.
I know what an Aussie is. It's someone from Australia, unless you have another.
An Aussie, not an Aussie.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Now I am being the asshole.
Yeah, you are, because now you got to explain yourself. Tell me the difference. Go ahead, explain those two. I know one's from Australia.
See, an Aussie is someone from Australia, and an Aussie is what Americans call someone from Australia.
Oh, dude.
We do make fun of the Aussie thing.
Chad, do I have to take this? I'm going to write an AITA after this. I'm going to have to ask the Reddit where the fine line is when your guest becomes so over the top.
So you said this was an Am I the Asshole thread. I thought the point was for me to prove I am.
No, we already knew you were. That's how you got the invite. But I have to give you credit. You went over and above to prove that you are really that asshole. You're not only an asshole, you are that asshole. That's an American saying.
Us Aussies, we don't do things in halves. No,
I gotta say, you guys pull it all out. I agree. She should have went with Duck One. Thank you, Jay, for your sage advice.
I love Jen's comment 8x8.
Oh, these are your people too. They love you, Jay. No, Jay, they're backing you up there. And Chris, for Friday's going to be interesting.
What can I say?
I can boot him, Sandy. Yeah, I did learn how to do that. I'm just, I'm not going to do it though, because I'm actually enjoying the hell out of him. But it's like,
Hey, look, all I'm going to say is I'm in the 7th week of lockdown. I can't do anything. I've got nowhere to go tomorrow, and I've been drinking whiskey for 2 hours. So
2
it is what
hours.
it is. It is what it is. Yeah.
There's a message for you. It's personal. Can you see it on the screen?
Oh, and you know what? He says that. I don't believe that Darth Dawkins hates me.
I think you're a runner. I think you are in first place for the replacement of Otangelo. I do. I think it's a love-hate thing.
Well, it's. I have had a conversation with Darth Dawkins' mother, and Darth's mother is a lovely lady. I mean, she's a really you've met Darth's mother, yes?
I did on I was there my first show. Smeed was lovely.
Shmee Dawkins, she's lovely. She's such a lovely person, and she has to put up with nasty Darth carrying on with his crap. But anyway, it is what it is.
It is. But Belinda wants you to stop saying us Aussies because you eat soft cheese, for fuck's sake. Don't even say it anymore.
In my defense, I used to live in Sydney, so.
I don't know. That's an Aussie thing. That's between you and Belinda and the rest of the Aussies in the chat. I have no idea.
I used to live in Sydney. It's that's my excuse for the soft cheese. And I married, and I'll put it this way, and Belinda should understand this. I married a girl from the Shire, so she was from the Shire, and I was trying to impress her.
It worked. It worked. There you go.
The Shire, yeah. If Belinda's an Aussie, Belinda will understand the Shire.
Mm-hmm. Ted Frank says, anyone ever seen live yabby porn?
Oh yeah. That's my childhood.
Ted, you both need to, later you guys got to let me know. I was like, I just got a cramp in my, what? Okay. I bet Chris, Polly, Jen says, I bet Chris makes turtle sounds. I hope not like that. With the music, like that little piece I did. Oh my God, that's terrible. I don't know. We're going to read this one so I don't keep you too long because I think Lizzie.
No, you like I said, you got me as long as you need.
I don't know, Lizzie. It sounds like she's coming in and whacking you. Lizzie might have plans for you, so I'm going to
the second I get off the stream, she's going to beat me black and blue. So I'm happy to stay here for as long as I can.
I think after this one, we'll vote on that, chat. Get ready. We'll see whether we should let him go and let Lizzie have Adam. I don't know.
Incidentally, if anyone wants to replace me on Friday Night Six Pack, I might be injured.
No, you need to be there. We're bringing it. You need to be there.
She could be working with Jay. She could be working with Jay to get rid of me.
If you don't show up on Friday, if you're not there, I would not think you would have I would think you would not have a channel when you get back because we're all going to just think it's going to be gone. That's it. Like, you can't let us all run amok like that.
Look, after this, I can already see the subscribers dropping off my channel at a massive rate.
I don't know. I don't know. We're going to read this one, then we'll talk about your subscribers. But I think they're there for it. I think they want to watch it happen, actually. But
I love them all. I do.
AmItheAsshole for telling my girlfriend to take her own advice. I could just, from the start of it, I could see this is really going to go well.
I'm just going to put it out there and say yes.
Yeah, it always starts that way. But don't really, I always get called out. Like, don't judge from the title because I've actually changed my mind sometimes. It looks like it's one way and ends up somewhere else. You never know. Backstory. I've been with my girlfriend for 8 years and we're both in the medical field. She's been dealing with burnout and depression over the last 2 years. It's been getting worse with her new job that she started last year. She doesn't feel respected at work by her bosses. The workload is immense, and she struggles greatly with work-life balance. We are long distance, and every time I visit, we've been having the same arguments. I've listened to her complain about her work and why she can't do things to promote good health and happiness that I've talked to her about. Ergo exercise, eating healthy, meditation, seeing a therapist or psychiatrist, quitting the job she hates. She'd be fine financially if she does quit. She says she doesn't have time. She feels overwhelmed. I try to support her and acknowledge her struggle. I tell her that she has to try to do something positive to get herself out of her situation. She gets upset at me when I bring this up. She also talks a lot about the healthy advice she gives her patients to help with their mental and physical health, such as healthy eating, exercising, seeing proper professionals, etc. Basically, the same set of advices, bad grammar, he gets an F, I give her. So I asked her if she could incorporate the advice she gives her patients into her own life. She got extremely upset at this and called me an asshole for basically calling her a hypocrite. I feel bad that she's upset, but I also feel like I have to be honest with her about what I think can help her. So, am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to use the advice she gives to her patients in her own life?
We have a saying here in Australia, and or a term that we use for certain people, and I believe that the British use this term as well, and it's really screaming out to me in this post. But this person is not only the asshole, but they are also a wanker, an absolute wanker.
Yeah, he is a target for sure. Yeah, they are definitely full of themselves. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We are both in the medical field, and when you start with that, I mean, it's the way that that's put out there. That's a bit wankyish. Also tells me that this person probably isn't a doctor, but would like to think they are, and would like everyone else to think they are. But then the whole I'm telling her to take her own advice, and you know what? 8 years and a long distance relationship, I'm thinking it's probably not going to work out for you.
I don't think it's going to work out for him either. There's probably a reason they're still in a long distance, that they haven't. And
I'm thinking wanker.
Yeah, I'm thinking definitely. I'm kind of agreeing with you here. He's not very sympathetic to what she's going through. I mean, yeah, if she's in the profession and she's telling people, how to be more happy and control your life, it's not that easy to take your own advice. I get that. And sometimes you do need somebody to parrot it back to you. But here's the thing, like maybe they could have a conversation instead of him writing an AITA post about it. Like, that could have been my first.
The way it starts with the whole, you can smell there's a bit of an air of arrogance about it. And I look, if I say that, I'm just thinking wanker, complete wanker.
I can't even read. Thank you, Jen. They only wear a tie to stop their foreskin from rolling over their eyes. I agree. He's a wanker. He's a dodger for sure.
Jen, I love you, Jen.
I just like Nikki. We need to hashtag that one. That was good. Yeah, that was good. I don't know who could actually disagree with us, but someone possibly could. He's definitely got. There's the proper way to talk to your partner.
Whether, I'm going to vote. I'm going to vote number 9, wanker.
This is the biggest number of options we have ever had. Like, I don't even know how to fill in the 1 to 8. I'm not even going to try, people. So it's
it could be an 8 and a 9. 8 is Chris is the asshole, and 9 is wanker.
Yep, number 9 is not going to. And there's suggestions in the chat about what they should be doing instead of trying to tell her what to do as far as her job.
I like it. Modern extremist wrote, they barely see each other, and he's going to preach what they do. Maybe she would feel better if he shut up and went down. That problem solved. She needs to dump him.
Exactly.
I think we are on a unity ticket there.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page, because not only is he a wanker, he's a useless wanker. Like, he should actually be, exercising his privileges a little better there than, trying to tell her what to do, especially if they're long distance and everything. But I don't know. I don't. Okay, chat, go ahead and vote. Chris says 9 if he's the wanker. No, not that Chris is the wanker, but that the original poster. No, they already decided 8. that 8 was you're an asshole, and I don't know. I'm losing count. This is the first time ever the bear
There's
loses
so many
count.
numbers. I'm
Yeah,
confusing it. I'm confusing myself.
it is. It's just getting way out of control. Chris, you just hijacked my whole stream.
Well, hey, you've been on streams with me before. You know what you're in for.
Yeah, I did. Thank God you didn't bring that goddamn bear with you. That drop bear. I don't know. But anyway.
I didn't bring that drop bear yet.
Well, Nikki, don't be upset, but they're good quotes. You're going to make a fortune off me, let alone Jen. You just keep putting those into the book and all those royalties. I mean, you're going to own the book. You know, Jen and I are just like, you know, the material.
and I think from that last one, everyone is the consensus is I am the arsehole.
They're still voting 8, Chris. What did you do?
Oh, it's that nasty J person.
Oh no! Someone is turning the chat against you. Oh God, it's not me, Chris. Like I love you.
No, it's Jay. It's Jay. Look, everyone has a Kyle Curtis in their life, and Jay is my Kyle Curtis.
Oh, Jay, you know what? That's the worst thing I've ever heard anybody call anybody.
Look, you know, he really loves his hair, and he's trying to fill my channel. And we're actually with all that beard and stuff, we're not really convinced it isn't Kyle Curtis with a beard. With a fake beard.
No, but no, that's not fair. The last stream we saw he's not. He proved to us he wasn't because besides he doesn't spend enough money on hair products. He couldn't
allegedly. I mean,
no.
you know, he says that, but allegedly.
He doesn't wear a suit. He doesn't wear the suit.
Allegedly.
I could go on, but I won't. I'm just gonna say I have seen Jay on camera, and I do not believe he was covered in powdered sugar or anything at the time, so I doubt he's Kyle Sergers. I really do. I seriously do. He wears a lot of dark clothes. Could never get away with it. Just asked,
is Jay's glasses worth 400? No, they're worth 500, and he stole that money from me. Just put that out there.
You slander, Jay. You got a case here.
Slander.
No, wait. If it's verbal, it's defamation. Yes,
we even have a hashtag now. Save Jay's reputation.
They also have an hashtag. They have quite a few hashtags in there about you. There's Chris is the asshole. There's Save Jay's reputation.
Yeah, it's all true. It's all true. I am. It's true.
Oh, and Nikki hashtagged it, so that means it's going in the book, Chris. You're gonna have a chapter all your own. It's going in the book. Yeah. But anyway, I guess everybody agrees that he is the asshole. You got time for one more? Or
yeah,
I don't know. I should actually ask Lizzie, does he have time for one more, or do you want to get a few more waxing on him?
Look, she's gonna hit me.
She's gonna.
May as well get rid of it.
All right. This is a short one. This is good no brainer here. Let's see. Pull it up would be good. Am I the asshole for coming home late? A 35-year-old female. I've been with my spouse, 39, for 8 years. Our relationship is solid except for one thorn that keeps popping up and we can't seem to resolve. I go out with my girlfriends maybe twice a month, mostly to the beach, a bar, or their houses to watch movies and have some drinks. My friends live almost 2 hours away by transit. Now, the problem is my spouse imposes what can only be called a curfew for when he wants me home. It's quite rigid. I have come home on an agreed upon time, but if I am going to be later, he loses it. For example, last night I was supposed to be back by 11, but my friend was late, so I was back by 12:30. I give him updates on what's going on or if I'm going to be late, but he doesn't want to hear it. It's getting to the point where my friends are worried this is toxic and abusive behavior. But am I the asshole?
Yes, he is the asshole. He is absolutely the asshole. Yeah, that's a and you know what? That's a 9. Asshole and wanker.
It's an asshole and a wanker. I couldn't even. I couldn't even say the word curfew without saying it like it was a curse.
Who the fuck gives their partner a curfew?
What the fuck, right? I'm just like that's just wrong on so many levels.
It's
control freak. Totally. I would actually go farther. Wanker. Not only is he a wanker and an asshole, but we need to advise the girlfriend, like, yeah, listen to your friends. This is getting like, he's a control freak. You should know this. 8 years you've been dealing with this, and he's telling you to tell you how to come and go, and he doesn't want you to have any, private life of your own. I mean, I don't know about you, Chris, but partners are happier when they have a little something of their own, or a little freedom to be themselves. I mean, I find,
Well, why would you want to be in a relationship with someone who wasn't free to express who they really are? I mean, how insecure do you need to be for that?
You quite. Right, because Nikki's got a good point here. I'm sorry, is he her parent or spouse? If you love her, leave her wild. I agree. If you love her, like, go with what attracted you to her in the first place. She's probably very popular, and that's has really friends. Good point.
I mean, if it's your 16 or 17-year-old child, well, maybe that's a different story, because, there can be a curfew, but far out. I can only imagine what would happen if I said to Lissy that I was going to put a curfew on her. It's the beating would be just horrific. You've got to. I mean, it's one thing to be in a relationship, but you've also got to have time for yourself and time with your friends. And this person is the asshole and the wanker.
So the husband is a twat waffle to Nikki, but of course, my rebel in the chat, after 8 years, she should have learned how to obey her Lord and Master.
Sorry, was that from Darth or?
No, it was from Puddle, believe it or not. Yeah, fuck that shit, Puddle. No, because I know he's just pulling our leg. I hope we're gonna have to talk. There is no ultimate prime. Oh wait, there are infinite numbers of prime. This is true.
Yeah.
And they're saying, the chat is saying, wow, he should be happy she has friends, right? And somewhere to go. And if she's been drinking and partying, maybe he should let her stay over there too, like, instead of enforcing her to be,
If she's with someone who wants to enforce a curfew, well, then she probably needs a night out.
That's what I'm thinking. She should spend more time with her friends and her, her family, and less time with this asshole. Like 8 years. I'm wondering why she's writing this 8 years later.
I think she's just wanting everyone to say, just dump the loser.
You know what I really think? I really think it's fake. Because she wrote 8 years, so I think it's all bullshit, actually, to tell you the truth. Because who would put up, I don't know. Maybe it's the American in me. Maybe it's the bear in me. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I have half a brain. I wouldn't put up with that shit for 8 years. There's no fucking way.
So here in Australia, our women wouldn't put up with that. They'd be knocking them out, and there'd be no mucking around.
Listen, I'd be hard-pressed to do 8 months, let alone 8 years, 8 weeks, 8 days. I doubt if they had that attitude, I'd get through 8 hours. Like, no, just 8 hours.
It just doesn't cop.
Yeah, just don't do it. It don't. So, okay, chat, do you agree? Is this OP, this original poster, is he the asshole? Oh, no, is she the asshole? Which she is not, because she's writing about him. Number 2, is he the asshole, the boyfriend, 8 years, trying to tell her to have a curfew? I can't even say it without it sounded like I'm cursing. It's like,
just have a quick look in the private chat too.
Okay. Cool. Absolutely. All right. So, chat, while Chris takes care of business, we need to vote on this. So, if it's the girlfriend, which she's just having a good time and he's trying to rein her in, vote number 1. If it's the boyfriend who's trying to put the curfew on her, will be number 2. And if Chris is the asshole, while he's not here, we can talk about him. We can make it number 8. And If everybody's an asshole, of course, I think that's what. And he's a wanker. Chris made that number 9, and of course, number 4 is always J porn. So we wait and see how you guys are. I'm thinking. Yep. I'm hoping. Only number 2 puddle. I'm shocked. I'm gonna go 2 and 4 because that's always J porn. But anyway, Polymathic is educating Darth Dawkins in the chat, and I'm amused. I'm very, very amused. I agree with you, Virillion. It's 2, 8, and 4, and maybe a 9. I don't know. Nikki, he's definitely a twat waffle and an arsehole. Thank you for saying arsehole, Nikki. You're so cool. Obey the curse. Obey. Curse you. I don't know. You guys, you need to help me out with this. This guy is definitely over the top for me. I don't know. Am I really just such an angry bear, or does the word curfew send any of you off in the chat? Because just the word that he just tried to put a curfew on a partner, it just sends me over the top. I cannot believe it.
Sorry about that.
I don't know. No, well, you're back. They voted you out. I don't know.
I don't blame them. I would have voted me out as well.
No. They just put you in. I mean, every time there's a lot of AIDS in there.
It's like Survivor. It's my torch is always getting snuffed.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought this was going to be a good thing for you. Like a little exposure. We'll bring our countries together. Bring our chats together. So we had things in common, and it looks like they've turned on you, Chris. I don't know. There are secret operatives working against you behind the scenes.
I mean, they were never with me to start with.
Oh, is that it? Is that it? Are you fighting the tide?
Especially that Jay. I mean, thank goodness for Jen from Polymathic. I mean, she is my saving grace.
Yeah, you need a saving grace, Chris. This I've heard. Everybody
we all do. Yeah. And look, I can't replace Jay with Jade. It's just going to be wonderful. The channel will be so much better.
No, I'm not. I think you need Jade to keep you in line. Actually, I don't know. I think that Jade would have her hands full if she tried to do this. I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to her about this.
Jade is way too nice.
You gotta watch the nice people. People used to say that about me too. Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah. Oh. So you got to be careful of the quiet ones, Chris. You got to be careful. The ones that look like they're really nice, they do you in. Who knows? I'll bet you Jade is the one leading this whole organized thing against Chris right now. Maybe Jade is secretly in the chat as Jade.
And I think we might have to talk about this on Friday night. I think you could be onto something. Maybe Jade is trying to steal my channel.
Maybe she put. Jay
is just her unruly porn.
There's a secret partnership going on there. Don't they both live in the States?
See, we're onto it.
Yeah, I'm going with the old evidence. Oh, they liked the tweet. Oh my god. No. Anyway, sorry, Jade. Sorry, Jade, for exposing your evil plan.
That's okay. We'll bring it up on Friday night, and we can all talk about it.
I'm gonna get so much shit on Friday. I know it. I'm so.
Oh, of course you are.
Of course, I know I'm gonna deserve it.
You knew that coming in.
Yeah, I kind of knew it when I said, "Yeah, I'd be there." I was like, "Oh man, I'm in for it now."
and see, I love the comment in the chat from Polymathic, which is the lovely, wonderful, beautiful Jen. All hail the mighty Kyle. I mean, Jay. Yeah.
No, see, I don't agree with that. I don't know. I don't agree. He does not spend enough money on hair products. I
don't know. Have you seen his beautiful flowing mane?
I have, but it's not,
Are you saying he's not putting money into that? I mean, it's quite beautiful. I mean, you just want to pat it. You
just want to pat it.
You could brush it for days. Yeah.
I'm gonna save you from yourself right here, and I'm gonna put another one up because you're just kidding.
It's really bad when I need to be saved from myself, but yes.
Yeah, that's my job. Save the guest from himself. Here we go.
Oh, look, I get cancelled at least twice a week, so it's okay.
Okay. I don't know, but you'll monetize now. You gotta be careful. They'll be throwing stuff at you.
Well, this is true. This is true.
I
don't want to ruin it for Jay when he steals the channel.
I don't know why I picked all these relationship ones for you, but I'm kind of glad I did.
All the dating stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I do. I do like to get into the relationship stuff because there's always an asshole in every relationship. Here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend she should spend less time with her family?
I'm going to start with a yes, but let's see.
I put the pause there just for that because I knew you were going to go with that. All right. I'm 32. I've been dating my girlfriend, 27, for a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay. Wait, hang on. We're going to stop it there. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend she should spend less time with her family? We've been dating for a couple of weeks.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes, right. Yes, a couple of weeks. Okay. We dated before that, but not exclusively. She spends a lot of time with her family. She has a full-time job, an apartment of her own, a pet, and friends. So she's by all other accounts normal. But it seems like she never really left the nest.
Well, we go on dates. All other accounts normal apart from dating
this fucking Neanderthal. Yeah, exactly. No, we go on dates or hang out a few times a week, and she rarely says no to a date unless she's already agreed to go out with friends or help someone something. But it seems like whenever we're not hanging out, she's spending time at her parents' house with her parents and siblings. Like whenever I text her and ask what she's going, what? I can't even read that.
What she's doing,
yeah, what she's doing. She's with the fam, and they'll be eating or playing games, not several times a week. Oh, wait, that doesn't belong there. She seems well-adjusted. Oh, God, this is weeks. She seems well-adjusted, but it's weird that she spends so much time there. A lot of times, she and her family will rotate who cooks meals, or they'll help each other clean. I have an open invitation, she says, and she never minds seeing my friends or family, but I feel like she's kind of childish for always hanging out with her parents. I really like her, though, so I brought it up to her. Oh, thankfully, you fucking jerk. Oh, God, I told her that.
How fucking kind of him. What a champion.
Oh, I'm so glad you didn't say the other one. I told her that most people are more individual at this age and that I've never met someone who spends so much time with their family. She didn't quite get it because she says she still has all the other life expectations that adults do. But it just feels embarrassing to have a girlfriend who prefers to be with her siblings than other girlfriends. I told her she should try and wean off of spending several nights there a week, and she got mad and said it shouldn't matter to me where she spends her time, since it's not like she's canceling dates or hanging out with other men. But it's weird, right? People usually visit their parents once every few weeks.
You know what? Yeah, it's weird, right? That this person actually thinks that they're in a position where they can... Oh, okay. All right. Now, I know I've said people in other Am I the Asshole threads are wankers, but this person is quite literally the embodiment of a wanker. It doesn't get much more wanky than this. Like, what a tool. They've been dating for a couple of weeks. Now, this person obviously has a hang-up because he doesn't have a close relationship with his family. So what? She's hanging out with her siblings. Good for her. Like, that's his hang-up? Like, I'm just going to put it out there and say this relationship ain't going to last. It's not going to last.
It should not last. It should not. In all sensible, reasonable, like in the real world, I can't even I can't even believe he could put a sentence together. That's how Neanderthal I think he is.
If one of my friends or someone I knew had this conversation with me, I'd probably want to punch them. Like, seriously.
They would need help. They would need you to give them some counseling, Chris, for sure.
We,
Some
we,
education.
we have another expression in Australia, and I assume this is one that you probably have in America as well. But this person is the classic definition of a fucktard.
He's a fucktard. Perfect. Yes, perfect. He definitely is.
Absolutely a wanker and a fucktard to boot.
Yeah, really, when you are so full of yourself and you think you know what's going on, but you absolutely have no clue whatsoever, that's a fucktard for sure. He's definitely. Yep.
100%.
I agree, Lissy. He's definitely, that's a good one too. He's a dickhead. There's several expressions we could definitely use. That is a good one because I can't.
Hang on. Who's Lissy saying is a dickhead? Me or the poster?
Well, she could clear that up. I'm sure in the chat she said it repeatedly. I don't know. Maybe it's you. I don't know.
It's probably me.
Did she walk in and whack you yet? Are you getting?
Oh, multiple times.
Okay. Well, maybe. I figure if she's not standing right there smacking you upside your head, that she's talking about the OP, the original poster.
I probably deserve it, so it's okay.
It's okay. Right. Everybody deserves a good whack.
Clarified the BF, yeah. Cool.
Okay, so there, you're safe for now.
The first thing is we've been dating for a few weeks and he wants to change the way that she lives her life. Get fucked.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You know what? You think he would be? I actually think it shows maturity that she can handle all these relationships. She's comfortable with her family, which means she's open and she had a great childhood. She doesn't have like is it supposed to be like you wonder where he's coming from? What kind of childhood did he have? What kind of relationship does he have with other people in his life that he thinks you shouldn't want to be hanging around with anybody? Like, you know, it's not mature. I think he's overselling it due to insecurity and how he lives his own life. And I'm sorry that nobody wants to hang out with him, but I could see why.
I mean, straight up. I mean, if my family were closer, I mean, we'd be probably having dinner every second night together. I mean, I like my family. Most people do like their family. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people like their families. And if you've got a good relationship with your family, great.
And it's growing. And they do, what do they, wait, like shame on her. They're playing games and eating meals and she's helping them clean up and offering to cook. Like shame.
What you meant to be doing, going out and getting drunk and pining over this loser? Dump him. Run, girl, right? Jen says he only goes to his mommy when he needs his clothes washed. Probably, and from that attitude, I bet your mama doesn't even answer the door because I wouldn't. Maybe the family's avoiding him and saying, once a fortnight's enough, mate.
Yeah, once, just that. It's just not. I don't know. Do we even have to vote on this? I mean, really?
No, it's a classic 9. Arsehole and wanker.
There's so many ways. I know. Instead of voting people, why everybody give you your most creative term for what you would call this guy along the lines of Taja and wanker and that kind of thing, because that would be a better than just trying to vote if he is, because he most definitely is. Virillion says she got a pet, an apartment, probably a steady job, and this guy is probably unemployed. Plays video games in his mom's basement. You know, you might have a point there. He does have that kind of attitude. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's got her own place. Obviously, she's successful. She's, seems to be doing a thing. So, yeah.
Oh man, Darth wants to weigh in on this one.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
He's probably an atheist because Christians encourage family relationships. Well, yes, they do, Darth. But man, we don't want them. No, we don't want them. The atheists don't want them. We do not claim this guy. No, he's not. No.
Hang on. Jen's voting for a 10. Jay takes over 6-pack. I mean, that's happening anyway.
I know. This is like, Jen, are you part of the revelation? Are you part of the rebellion?
Yeah, they've all plotted and planned together.
I hope you know I'm sitting on the fence, Chris. I'm still sitting on the fence.
I still have Ed.
You still have Ed? Okay.
Still have Ed, and he'll rant on them all.
Oh, it depends on how much.
Actually, you know who you need to get on? You get Ed on for this.
Mm.
Absolutely
Yes,
get on for this.
I would love to. I love anybody who wants to come do this. This is my favorite
Oh,
thing to do.
it'll
I
100%.
I get to be a fucking asshole for an hour or more. I would do it every day. It's like, I would do it. I get to talk shit like for an hour. It's great. It's a good gig. Everybody
Oh,
should
yeah.
have it. Like everybody should
Good
have this
fun.
gig. It's like, all right. 26 settings on my air conditioner. You would think that there would be one setting that isn't too hot or cold for my dog. No, there never is.
No.
Like you're asking for the impossible now. It's impossible because it's really hot here on the East Coast right now, and we have the air conditioner off, and I'm still freezing like every day. I got goosebumps. It's like too cold. It's too cold in the house. I can't set it right. You just not for the dogs, not for myself, not for anybody. It doesn't matter what I set it at. So I don't know. And then in the winter, you put on the heat, but I'm still cold then too. I can't get it hot enough in the house. I don't know. It's just like flat earth is brain for sure.
Dogs are wonderful. They never like the temperature, but they're better than cats. And I always say that they're better than cats.
I think that it's not about the temperature. I think dogs just like to lay out flat with their legs all spread, and they use the temperature just to get away with it, actually. I think
it's not just dogs that like to lay around with their legs all spread, you know.
They do. My dogs lay there on their back with their all four legs like spread out, like just like airing themselves out to the whole world as if it's too hot to breathe in the house, you know. So I get what he's saying, you know, but or they stop panting and stuff. But I think it's just for the attention. I think they're just exhibitionists. That's it.
Well, if you got it, flaunt it.
If you got it, flaunt it. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. It's true. And you've been flaunting that asshole all day.
Oh, I have really. Well, look, you told me to come on and be the biggest arsehole I could, and I've tried to amp it up for you, you know.
And as advertised, you absolutely brought it. Would you not agree, Chad, that when it comes to asshole, that Chris really brought it today?
Oh,
I think he really did.
Hey,
it was
we don't fuck
really,
around
really
here
good.
in Australia. If I'm going to be an arsehole, I'm going to be the arsehole.
Well, you know what? I've had a few other Australians, and I have a few other planned. I have like an international asshole event coming, so we're gonna see if you're the biggest asshole in Australia. Actually, I don't know.
We are hyper competitive here in Australia, so if there's a competition, we're going to win it. Damn it, we are going to win it.
No, I can't. I got to start getting some English up here because they ruled everything. It's like I heard they.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Well, don't they own you guys? Don't they? I want to start a war here. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They're just a bunch of miserable bastards who drink tea and warm beer.
No, they don't like warm beer.
We have a very interesting relationship with the English here. We love them, we hate them. I don't know. It's like a big brother little brother relationship. You know, where we'll rib each other, but we all get on.
It's like they are our grandfather, right? They're like
a little bit. You know what? They're like the boring sibling. You go over and they've got the crappy beer. You know, you're going to have a cup of tea and sit around and talk about
no. I would say, no, that's not nice. You know, now you're starting to remind me about that relative who's got the really nice older uncle, you know, that he's really nice and he comes every once in a while. And then when he leaves, you make fun of his man tits or something. I don't know. It's like just not, because there's no reason. There's like, But I do see the competition there. You're right. You're very competitive there. I'm curious to see if the other Aussies that I have on the channel are going to outdo you. What they might. You really set the bar. You set the bar pretty high. you set the bar.
Maybe not in the best way, but we'll see.
We'll see. No, actually, it was actually quite fun. And what we do here, Chris, is the last part of it. We put on you can go into the chat for a little while if you feel brave enough to say, "Oh, but you're stealing your channel and calling you an asshole," and chat a little bit while the outro is on, because I need more coffee. I'm going to call it.
Well, I don't know. Do you do anything after the show?
Do I do anything after the show? It depends. I have never done a morning show before, so I don't know. I'm going to be drinking
I was going to
coffee.
say, I'm happy to throw the link for my Discord if people want to come and have a chat.
No, absolutely.
Have a chat after. So.
Oh, let me just throw a wrench on you so you can do. Nope, it won't. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Hold on 1 second.
I wouldn't throw a wrench on me.
Well, how are you going to throw a link if you don't have a wrench, my dear? I'll take it away when you're done. Well, no, I won't give you that power. Not from what your channel members have said about you. You can't keep that wrench.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. It's if you want to give me the wrench, give me the wrench. That's cool. I'll put it in the private chat as well.
Okay. Oh, there you go. I could have just did that, but anyway, it's on there. You can post if you want.
Oh, I have the power.
You have the temporary power. It's just like.
Incidentally, Belinda, it's I normally don't talk about soft cheese when I go to the pub. Don't worry, it's where I grew up, so I probably wouldn't mention that either. But you know, I'm married a girl from the Shire, so you know you got to do these things.
I do.
Oh, I think everyone heard that.
He did, and I loved it. Do you have more to say, Lizzie? Because take the mic. Go ahead.
Lizzie, take
the mic.
Oh, she's worried that I'm making it sound hoity-toity. It's not my fault she's in the Shire. But anyway, if anyone wants to listen to Lizzie yell abuse at me, that will be happening in Discord.
It'll be happening in Discord. Chris is going to run away and hide over there.
No. I'll man up and cop it.
Oh no, that's it. You might be an asshole, but you own it. You're definitely the big guy here, and you own your shit. So that's cool.
If you're gonna be an asshole, you may as well be good at it.
And you got thick skin. You take a lot of abuse. I like that about you, Chris. But, and I'm sorry they start trying to steal your channel, but I'll try to stay neutral.
You know what? I'm liking Belinda right now. Belinda in the chat. Mm-hmm. She's got that fancy city girl accent there. Shire queen. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I like Belinda. She often comes in and she just calls it right out. She's often the devil's advocate and has the good point about everything. So I like it. She adds a lot to the chat. You'd be lucky if she comes over. Belinda, you should come over on Friday morning over at Chris's channel. It'll be the same time. Yeah.
Well, if it's usually very good. Then it'll be Friday evening, even better.
It will, for Belinda, it would be, if she Australian, it would be. For all of us Americans, it's 8 a.m. And then for those in the UK, it's
about midday in the UK.
I'm going to give the UK. I have friends. Chris, stop messing with my friends. It'll be 1 o'clock. I'm going to bring them with me. I want to bring them with me. You'll be sorry. All right, I'm putting the outro on. You could go try to defend yourself in the chat for a few minutes. But thank you, Chris, because this was a lot of fun.
Thank you. I've had a lot of fun here, and it's certainly you've been a very good sport, and thank you.
Like I had a choice, you damn asshole. Well, I had a choice.
You knew what you were getting. Anyway, hey, Jay and Jen, make sure you jump in the Discord, and we'll have a good laugh.
For all of you, they are a lot of fun. They're a bunch of jokesters, and it's always a very good, entertaining, humorous, and intelligent conversation over there. So jump in that Discord, and if you have not checked out,
I wouldn't say intelligent,
Chris.
Oh, sorry.
How am I going to kid? I was going to tell you to go on over to Hereticals channel and subscribe, but he's so self-deprecating. I don't know what to do now. Like, should I throw him under the bus and say, stay the fuck away from there? Or should I just say,
probably? If you like the people in chat, I would definitely advise that. But look, if you're in for a little bit of, if you like a laugh, come and join us.
I would say I have a good time there. This is a good endorsement. I have a good time there every time I'm there. It's always thought-provoking. I'll say that. And also very entertaining, humorous. They're a good bunch of blokes. There you go. So sign up over there at Hereticals, and I'll be joining them on Friday morning for the US, evening for the AS, and afternoon for the UK. And on that, Chris, thank you very much.
Are you going to come say hello in the Discord for a bit as well?
I'm gonna try. I got to get more coffee in me, but I'll try for a few.
More coffee.
I'll see you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you, Chris. This was really a lot of fun. It's like I've learned things too. I learned. Okay, I'll see you in the chat, dude.
See ya.